Leading SUNY Oswego's 2018 December commencement procession is the mace bearer. The mace is a symbol of authority and of the importance of this event. The mace bearer, Dr. Lisa M. Glidden, is the chairperson of SUNY Oswego Faculty Assembly and Program Director for SUNY Oswego's Global and International Program. Following the mace bearer are Chancellor Award recipients Melissa Arduini, Michelle Bandela, Cynthia Claybo, and Daniel Griffin, and retirees Jacqueline Kibbe, Associate Professor, Curriculum and Instruction, and Richard Kalenda, Assistant Vice President, Residence Life and Housing. The undergraduate candidates in gold gowns are summa cum laude honor students. They have achieved SUNY Oswego's highest recognition for their dedication, their academic preparation, and their outstanding overall grade point average. Now entering the Convocation Hall are undergraduate candidates for the degrees of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. The College of Liberal Arts and Sciences is the largest academic division in SUNY Oswego, boasting 18 academic departments, 15 interdisciplinary programs, 5 graduate programs, and several certificate programs. Providing a learner-centered community committed to high intellectual standards, the college offers more than 40 undergraduate majors in subjects ranging from American Studies to zoology, nearly as many minors, and 8 cooperative degree programs. Through in-depth study in traditional and interdisciplinary programs, we prepare students to identify and develop productive solutions to the many challenges facing regional, national, and global civil society. Now entering the Convocation Hall are undergraduate candidates for the degrees from the School of Business. To keep pace with the rapidly evolving business world, programs in the School of Business integrate classroom learning with advanced computer applications and various forms of applied education, such as case studies, simulations, group projects, and internships. Nationally accredited by AACSB International, the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business, the school offers 7 undergraduate masters, a Master's of Business Administration, an MBA Health Service and Administration program, as well as 3 5-year combined bachelor's MBA degree programs, 1 in accounting, 1 in broadcasting and mass communication, and 1 in psychology. Candidates for degrees from the School of Communication, Media, and the Arts are now entering the Convocation Hall. The School of Communication, Media, and the Arts brings together programs related to the study and creation of messages through art and music, electronically and via the spoken word. The school combines the strengths of fine and performing art programs in art, music, and theater with the highly diverse Department of Communication Studies. 9 undergraduate degree options and 3 master's degrees are offered in addition to interdisciplinary majors and minors. Graduates in this division are identified by tricolored cords representing brown for art and theater, crimson for communication studies, and pink for music. Undergraduate candidates for degrees from the School of Education are now proceeding towards the stage. Innovation and authentic learning has been a hallmark of SUNY Oswego since its founding in 1861. This creative spirit still thrives in the School of Education, where innovative methods grounded in research and early experiences in the field help students become teachers, counselors, school leaders, and wellness and technical professionals ready to meet the challenges of today's global and diverse educational institutions and communities. The school is accredited by the National Council for the Accreditation of Teacher Education. Candidates for master's degrees and certificates of advanced study are now entering the Convocation Hall. SUNY Oswego offers more than 36 graduate degrees and certificate programs to more than 900 students. Our graduate students have been tackling the grand challenges of our time in fields such as education, business, communication, science, technology, and health. Our programs are accessible, affordable, and designed to give students deeper and broader understanding and appreciation for scholarship and professional enrichment. These students are well prepared to lead with global mindset, ethical communication, and a great respect for diversity and inclusion. As an Oswego graduate student, these students have participated in leadership opportunities, cutting-edge research, and community-based projects, which all affirm and reflect SUNY Oswego's commitment to providing experiences that transform lives and contribute to the common good. The emeriti and distinguished faculty of the State University of New York at Oswego are now joining the procession. Our distinguished faculty include several Fulbright scholars, leaders in their fields conducting millions of dollars in funded research, and most importantly, they are caring mentors who have made a difference in the lives of your sons and daughters. The Commencement Platform Party is entering the Convocation Hall. The Platform Party consists of the officers of the college and representatives from the Oswego College Council and today's guest speaker, Howard Gordon. Completing the platform party is Deborah F. Stanley, the 10th president of SUNY Oswego.
Madam President, by authorization of the State University of New York Board of Trustees, the College Council, and the college faculty, I declare the December commencement of the State University of New York at Oswego to be in session. Please rise for the singing of the national anthem led by Juliana Mitchell. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets lit clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. I would like to introduce the members of the platform party. From my left, in the second row, Dean of the School of Communication, Media, and the Arts, Julie Pretzat. Dean of the School of Business, Richard Skolnick. Dean of the School of Education, Pamela Michael. Interim Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, Patricia Clark. In the front row, Dean of Graduate Studies, Kristen Eichhorn. Vice President, Student Affairs and Enrollment Management, Interim, and Dean of Students, Jerry Howland. Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Scott Furlong. From my right in the second row, President of the Student Association, Omar Van Reenen. Dean of Extended Learning, Jill Pippin. Vice President of Development and Alumni Relations, Mary Canali. Vice President for Administration and Finance, Nicholas Lyons. In the front row, College Council Member, Michael Goldich. College Council Member, Darlene Baker. Our keynote speaker, Executive Assistant to the President, Emeritus, Presidential Award recipient, Howard Gordon. President of the college, Deborah F. Stanley. And I am the Chair of Faculty Assembly, Lisa Glidden. I now give you Deborah F. Stanley, President of the State University of New York at Oswego.
Welcome to SUNY Oswego's December 2018 commencement ceremonies. This is a day of well-earned and joyful celebration for you and your loved ones. I want to take just a moment here in order to recognize someone who's not in our midst that we lost this week, Justin Carmona. He was ill and he is no longer with us. So can we take a moment of silence to remember Justin and all he meant as a senior to this institution? He will be missed. And just like all of you, he will always be a part of the Oswego family. This is a moniker you will take with you for the rest of your life. Of course, today is a gathering, one of the most important days of our academic year. It celebrates the core mission of our college. This momentous rite of passage, alternately solemn and jubilant, marks a milestone in each of our lives. Candidates, as you listen to our speakers, take away their insight and their good wishes. Reflect carefully on your own personal and intellectual growth since you first came to this campus. Graduates, above all, enjoy this well-deserved celebration of your achievement. Congratulations.
On behalf of the SUNY Oswego College Council, it is a great pleasure to extend greetings to the Oswego class of 2018 and to your proud families, friends, professors, and distinguished members of the platform party. Graduates, allow me to be the first to welcome you to your life after college. May your Oswego degree be your passport to the future and help guide you on your continuing quest for knowledge in a world filled with promise and opportunity. You will now join a 157-year succession of Oswego alumni. Thousands have flowed out from this college to forge productive lives in this state, around the nation, and the world. Now it is your turn. Those who have gone before you have set a standard of success that should give you great confidence. At the same time, it is a standard that you can aspire to surpass. Today, we offer our wholehearted congratulations on a job well done and a warm wish of good luck as you venture out from here. As you look out onto the expansive and magnificent views of Lake Ontario from this grand vantage point, I encourage you to etch this inspiring horizon in your mind and carry it with you to help guide and inspire you on your personal journey to a meaningful, happy, and productive life. Congratulations and good luck. I now give you Omar Van Rennen, who will deliver the remarks on behalf of the student body.
Good morning, President Stanley, faculty and staff, distinguished guests, family and friends, and most importantly, Lakers class of 2018. Before I deliver my remarks, I would like to take the opportunity again to kindly ask you all to please rise and join me in a moment of silence to honor the life of our fellow Laker, Justin Carmona, who passed away this week. Our campus has lost a student whose passion for his major and drive to share his talents and culture added great value to our community. He will be missed. Thank you. So Lakers, I am so incredibly grateful for the honor you, the students, have given me today to serve as your commencement speaker and to help mark this pivotal moment in your lives. This moment is very dear to my heart, as it is to yours respectively, as I am the first international student to give the commencement speech as SA President. Now, what makes this moment even more paramount in my life is that I know many boys and girls from my high school who are watching the live stream right now see what I only could have imagined. And that is that someone who grew up in a town situated in the dunes of the oldest desert in the world, with the scars of apartheid embedded in the structure of my neighborhood in Walfish Bay, Namibia, Africa, raised by 3 empowered women, with a grandmother who taught me the values of doing the most good for the people around you, enabled me to believe in the beauty of dreaming big. Dreams that felt like a long shot, that allowed me to attend a renowned comprehensive college in the largest public higher education system in the world. Now, those boys and girls see what I only could have kept in the gray linings of my dreams, and that is that in the United States of America, and that at SUNY Oswego, dreams do not start and stop in the aspirations of your hippocampus. No. At SUNY Oswego, they are fostered, they are cherished, they are cultivated for each and every Laker to pursue not just their dreams, but their destinies, and to be armed with knowledge as our strength. So today, I will always attest that I chose the right university and the right state to pursue my destiny. And Lakers, I hope you feel the same too. Class of 2018, look at where you are, where you've come from, and where you're going. This moment, right here, right now, is just the beginning. And the degree you will obtain today is the key to unlocking those dreams. Now, before you grab your degree and don't have to deal with any lake effect snow anymore, let's talk about what this opportunity you've worked so hard for means. Firstly, I would like you to understand the privilege of earning this degree. Yes, you have worked hard for it, but understand the obligation that now comes with it. And that is to further your community and humanity. You will now join a class and society of a privileged few who have had access to higher education. Many of us here today are joining in the ranks of making history, maybe as first-generation college graduates. Maybe we're children of immigrant parents seeking these opportunities to make our lives better than they could have only wished for us. Maybe we come from households where college was just only an ever far-fetched dream, rather than a necessity or a destiny. Maybe we've taken out a surplus amount of loans that will be worth every cent once we unlock those golden doors to opportunities many could have not tapped into without enrollment to a college. But the point being is that this is a milestone and we cannot take it for granted. So Lakers, I am urging you today to take those skills and knowledge that you have obtained at this fine institution, take them home and push your communities forward. Uplift your neighborhoods and give back. As Lakers, our mission statement urges us to contribute to a common good by lighting the path to wisdom and empowering people to pursue meaningful lives as productive and responsible citizens. So what are these common goods that are taught to us and that we should take home as Lakers? There might be that as CEOs or employees at inspiring companies you are all set to become a part of, to ensure that women and girls are granted a seat at the table. And to all the women in this room here today, graduates and guests alike, if there is no seat at the table, as Congresswoman Shirley Chisholm said, bring a folding chair or stand and conduct those meetings yourselves. Make sure that people of color, those who are differently abled, worship in another manner, come from a multitude of cultures, speak another language, love and identify differently than us, that those people are advocated for. Because see, at SUNY Oswego, one thing we can always carry dear to our hearts is that as Lakers, we know and understand that diversity is our greatest strength. So flourish this notion in your communities. These are the common goods, these are the ideals that helped us prosper on this campus, where each and every student is valued, welcomed, included, and most importantly, given an equal opportunity to thrive. So mirror these values that pushed you forward into your communities. Whatever field you pursue, don't lose the power of your voice that makes you you. It's our duty as people to continue to share our stories. Our stories don't necessarily need to have an epilogue, because what we do from this imperative moment onwards can be infinitely legendary. So class of 2018, as you continue to push our Empire State forward, uplift our nation, or become a global citizen, as you enter a new unfamiliar chapter, my final message for you, pursuant to fielding those common goods in a society, is to listen. Listen intently to the stories of others. Because in life, it's easy to just get stuck in what's comfortable, in what we know, what we think makes us happy. The norm of college life, regular athletics practices, running test samples in Shinneman until the early hours of the morning, creating new designs in the tech ed manufacturing lab or in the basement of Hewitt, or even setting up classrooms for your club's weekly meetings. Time starts speeding by, and suddenly you wake up and realize that being surrounded by all these things familiar, these comfortable things, might be what's holding you back. And it's okay to move on to a new familiar. When you're about to make a decision, stop and think. What would your older self think of the choice you're about to make? You start to think that life, it's not about being comfortable all the time, but it's just the opposite. So you have to get up and go, hoping that wherever you are heading has the ability to make you feel free, really free. Because life is always easier when you let yourself come undone. So thank you, Lakers. Good luck with your future endeavors. I believe in you, we believe in you, and know that together we can, inclusive we can, and together we are SUNY Oswego. Thank you. I now give you Scott Furlong, Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs.
Good morning. And graduates, or should I say soon-to-be graduates, congratulations on your achievements today. Will students wearing red, white, and blue cords, and anyone including family and guests who have served in our nation's armed forces, please stand. SUNY Oswego enjoys a long relationship. Please remain standing. SUNY Oswego enjoys a long relationship with nearby Fort Drum and numerous veterans groups in central New York. We are dedicated to providing a welcoming and supportive environment for our veteran and military student population, and our college is enriched by their presence. Active duty soldiers, members of the National Guard and Reserve, and military veterans graduating today are wearing red, white, and blue cords to signify their service. For your contributions to this nation and to this college, we thank you. Please join me in a round of applause to acknowledge their service and to express our gratitude. Please be seated. We turn now to the recognition of the recipients of the Chancellor's Award for Excellence. Will Melissa Arduini please come forward to receive the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Classified Service?
the inscription on her award. The State University of New York, in recognition of outstanding and sustained service and significant contribution to institutional quality, hereby presents to Melissa Arduini the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Classified Service.
Will Michelle Bandla please come forward to receive the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Professional Service?
Michelle, the State University, in recognition of outstanding performance in professional service and significant contribution to institutional quality, hereby presents to you, Michelle Bandla, the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Professional Service.
Will Cynthia Clabo please come forward to receive the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Faculty Service?
Cynthia, the State University of New York, in recognition of outstanding and sustained service and significant contribution to institutional quality, hereby presents to you, Cynthia Clabo, the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Faculty Service.
Will Daniel Griffin please come forward to receive the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Professional Service?
The State University of New York, in recognition of outstanding performance in professional service and significant contribution to institutional quality, hereby presents to Daniel Griffin the Chancellor's Award for Excellence in Professional Service.
It is now my pleasure and privilege to recognize our retiring faculty and professional staff. Jacqueline Kibbe, Associate Professor, Curriculum and Instruction, who has been with the college for 28 years. Please rise. Richard Kalenda, Assistant Vice President, Residence Life and Housing, who has been with the college for 40 years. Please rise. You have both given great service to the college and the community, and we wish to express our deep gratitude for your exemplary service to SUNY Oswego. We wish you well in what we hope will be a long, engaging, and productive retirement. We hope that you will return often to campus. You will be greatly missed.
Well, I have a pleasant charge this morning. We are so pleased to introduce one of our own, alumnus and longtime member of the SUNY Oswego family for nearly half a century. Many of you know him, Howard Gordon, as your commencement speaker. To many, Howard has always been an integral part of the fabric of our campus. From starting as an active student in the 70s, he joined his alma mater as a counselor in the Office of Special Programs, later becoming Assistant Dean of Arts and Sciences, then Assistant Provost for Academic Affairs, before becoming, to my great honor, Executive Assistant to the President, a position he admirably held for the past 2 decades. Howard earned his bachelor's degree in history from SUNY Oswego in 1974, followed by a master's degree in English from Oswego in 1978. In 1986, he helped establish the popular annual African, Latino, Asian, and Native American Alumni Student Leadership Conference, which now draws hundreds of attendees from multiple colleges. He co-organized the first Return to Oz reunion for alumni of color in 1996. He has received numerous awards for his good work, most notably the Chancellor's Award, as you saw here, for excellence in professional service, and the Oswego Alumni Association Lifetime Award of Merit. He also received the National Association of Presidential Assistants in Higher Education Award for distinguished service in 2012. Howard's community service includes serving as the longtime convener of the local committee for the State Employees Federated Appeal Campaign, that's CFA, which partners with United Way of Oswego County and other local agencies to attract employee donations to worthy causes in the area. While executive assistant, he also served as the college's special assistant for social equity and senior Title IX coordinator for many years. Through it all, I know you and all of us know Howard as a role model, mentor, and voice for countless students, employees, and alumni of the college. Campus officials said Gordon frequently shared his gift as a writer, storyteller, and genuine listener who consistently cared about all members of the Oswego family. Well, we're the campus officials. He certainly does that, and today is continuing. Howard has had a profound effect on our campus and has impacted so many of us, both personally and professionally. We are thrilled to have you back with us today, Howard. As you can tell already, we've been celebrating all morning. Thank you for sharing your time, your spirit, your words of wisdom, as you have always done with our graduates today.
Thank you, President Stanley, honorable members of the platform party, our very distinguished faculty and staff, parents, family members, and other supporters, and of course, to you, members of the class of 2018, SUNY Oswego graduating class. Thank you so much. It is an absolute honor for me to be here today. This is a real privilege for me. And graduates, let me just say one thing right away to you. You look marvelous. You look marvelous. Well, the first thing that I want to say about commencement is that I love commencement. Having gone through 40 plus of these ceremonies, this grand tradition is a part of what I love so much about an academic community. This is our way of saying thank you. This tradition, that glorious music and those songs that we heard, the lights, the camera flashes, the buzz in the room, the academic attire, the colorful and wonderful regalia. All of this is for you. It's our way of saying thank you. And we must say thank you. I know I want to thank you for a few things. Members of the class of 2018, first of all, thank you for choosing us, for choosing SUNY Oswego to deliver the type of education that we are confident will help meet your goals as you head in new directions. And thank you for allowing us to enjoy your interests and your spirits and your passions as a vital part of this community. And thank you for your deep engagement and participation and for your leadership in the life of the college, in classrooms and in labs, in the performing arts, in clubs, in organizations, in athletics, in intramurals, in your resident halls, in research, and all the projects that you were engaged in. Thank you for all of that. You have brought us so much. As Omar mentioned, also thank you for the diversity, and I mean each and every one of you, for the diversity that you brought to this campus. Thank you for choosing us. And thank you for believing in that diversity, that value. It is so important. As a matter of fact, I would be remiss if I didn't echo Omar in a couple of things that he said that just have always really affected my life. It's not enough to say that diversity itself is important, but as he mentioned, we also have voices. We must always use our voices. We must always be willing to live that value, to speak out. We live in a society that has changed dramatically over the time that I've lived, but still, there are so many things that we have to use our voices to bring to attention the need for more change. I know that sometimes we are afraid of talking about things like race, but if we don't talk about race, racism continues to exist. You have to speak out against race. Homophobia has been around for thousands of years. If we don't speak out, not just you going out to graduate, those of us who have been around for decades and those who come after you, it will continue to be here. We have to speak out against anti-Semitism, which has existed for thousands of years. If we don't do it, no one will do it. We have to speak up and speak out. We have to speak out against sexual violence. We have to make sure that we are not silent. We cannot live in a society for another 1,000 years where sexual violence is simply accepted, where racism is simply something that we are numb to. We have to use our voices. So graduates, thank you for, again, bringing the diversity that you've brought to this community. And thank you for believing in that value, as so many of us do. Now, I must admit that when I was invited to talk to you, I really fidgeted and struggled and worried about, well, what will I say? What kinds of advice will I give graduate students and graduating seniors as they go out into the world? And I thought hard and long and debated myself, and I thought that, well, you can't really just tell them to go out there and face adversity, because you've done that. You've faced multiple challenges, and you've stared them down. You've fought sometimes with your back against the wall to make your aspirations come true. You've worked hard to get this college degree and these certifications that will be conferred upon you. So I can't give you that advice to to deal with adversity. You've done that. And I thought, well, maybe I should just tell them about how wonderful life will be when you become alumni. What a wonderful life you're going to enjoy. But I don't really feel that I'm completely capable of adequately explaining to you just how wonderful it will be, and it will, because you have to discover that yourselves. You are about to have a wonderful experience as you continue to be members of this college family. Commencement is a beginning, and what happened to me is I said, well, talk about that beginning. We all know that commencement is special because it's not the end, it's the beginning of the next phase that you're about to embark upon. So talk about why that's important, and then, Howard, only then give your advice, maybe those 3 things that you really have been dying to tell everybody that you've ever met in your life, the same thing over and over again, and I will tell you those things. But first, a word about commencement. It is really so special. To me, it's magical. I remember every commencement I've ever attended. I remembered that there was something that seemed to happen that may be your experience before you leave here today. It's perhaps a slight chill that you're going to get. Maybe it's a tingling that you'll feel of the neck. Maybe it's the memories that will begin rushing to your head because of the time that you spent on this campus. Maybe it's that flush of pride that we're all experiencing for you, that you will experience because of your family members who are here for you. Graduation is special, and you will feel those special moments. I will tell you about mine before I leave this stage. But I also want to tell you that one thing that Omar and President Stanley said that I also feel is very important is that we do all have stories. Stories that are important to us. Stories about who we are. Stories that we bring with us, that we carry like luggage. And all of your stories are important. And I want to tell you that having been here for so many years, I know your stories. Even stories of people in this room who I've met with. As a matter of fact, I love your stories. Your stories are powerful and inspiring. Your stories are wonderful tidbits of what has happened in your lives. And I've loved them. And I always look to stories as important to tell us not only where we've been, but how we go forward. So graduates, let me give you 3 pieces of advice. Before I do that, let me ask you something. How many people in this room have big dreams? Big dreams. Well, my first bit of advice I actually don't need to find it in the paper, but my first bit of advice to you is please hold on to those big dreams. Please never give up those big dreams. That's important. And then second, whatever your journey may hold for you, when you go forward from this place, know this: your mentors, your role models, and your heroes, even your heroes, are somewhere nearby. They are supporting you. And third, again, we all have stories that have special meaning. Now, sometimes it's important to call up those stories in order to stay focused on the path that we have chosen. So, speaking of stories, a long time ago, in a place far away called Rochester, New York, there lived a family headed by Garrett and Willa Mae Gordon. Willa Mae, who was from the Deep South, had only managed a 5th grade education, but her Bible was the only textbook she would ever need to call upon during all of her 84 years on this earth. Garrett had managed to get to 10th grade, but because the family was poor, he needed to work 2 part-time jobs just to feed and support his wife and their 4 children. Garrett Jr., the oldest, Calvin, the youngest son, a baby daughter, Ashante, or Sean, and there was Howard, me, the one who sometimes his father would refer to as that knucklehead. Howard, what are you doing, that knucklehead? And I had big dreams. But I was an ordinary child. I was a kid who enjoyed reading comic books, reading novels, reading fiction. I enjoyed monster movies and Frosted Flakes. I was an ordinary kid. But something happened to me when I reached age 8. I knew suddenly during that year that there was something stirring within me. I decided that I was going to become a writer. I decided that I was a writer. I started writing when I was 8 years old, and I had big dreams. I was reading Richard Wright, great novelist, who wrote stories about people who were just like me. And I said, I want to do that. I have to do that. I read James T. Farrell, this wonderful novelist who wrote stories about people who were nothing like me. But he brought me into that fictional world, and I said, I want to do that. I've got to do that. I had big dreams. And my oldest brother, Garrett, didn't seem to believe me. He said, just crazy. You don't ever publish anything. And my younger brother, Kelvin, who believed everything I ever told him, and eventually would read everything that I've ever written, including the things that I wanted to forget. He can call them up right now. My sister Sean came along years later, but she would also understand how passionate I was about my big dream. My father and mother heard my dream. I wasn't really clear on why they didn't share that big dream that I had. my father always, and my mother, always said one consistent thing to us throughout our childhoods. You've got to graduate from high school. You've got to graduate. Now, I had no intention of not graduating from high school. I was going to go to high school, go to college. Why didn't they understand my passion? I was going to be a writer. I had big dreams. Now, maybe it was because of their inability to complete their education, or maybe they saw that their siblings also had not graduated from school, and they were beginning to see a pattern of behavior among their nieces and nephews, and they really feared for their children. But I couldn't understand that. My mother told me, if you drop out, we're going to make you go back to school in another high school, so you have to graduate from high school. My father said, if you get kicked out, or if you just leave, I'll make you go back, and you're going to get the worst whooping you ever had in your life. Now, my father was a big, strong man with forearms like Popeye's. So I would not mess around with him, but I knew I was going to graduate. I didn't understand these constant cautions. I was going to graduate, but I had big dreams, that big dream. Now, I'll just flash forward to graduation, senior year at Madison High School. I remember very little about the ceremony. I remember that there were speeches and there were people talking about college scholarships and college selections where people were going to go off to school. And I felt I fit right into that group. I was satisfied. As a matter of fact, I had been accepted to the Educational Opportunity Program at SUNY Oswego. I was walking on air. I was coming here. I felt good. I knew that I was going forward, and I still had these big dreams. But as I left that auditorium, I walked down the aisle, and I noticed that my father, as the room was emptying out, was sitting kind of crumpled up in a chair. And my mother was standing over him, arm over his shoulders, and she seemed to be consoling him. And I walked back there and looked down at my father, and then I understood that he was not only crying, he was sobbing in a way that I had never seen this big, strong man do. He was sobbing, and he just looked up at me and he said, "You did it. You did it." I guess I never understood, just because I was that knucklehead that he mentioned, that my parents had big dreams. Those were their big dreams. It clicked for me that they wanted something so important for me that I just couldn't fathom that was important. My older brother told me, "Well, Daddy did the same thing when I graduated 4 years before. He cried." Didn't you think that they had dreams too? He kind of scolded me. So I had big dreams to be that writer. And after graduation, I knew that I would get that book published, get those stories published. And I did manage to have a few poems published and a short story. And then one day, I remember talking to the doctor, Dr. Gullo, and I said, "Are you telling me that I have cancer?" he said, this is Hodgkin's lymphoma. We're going to get you through this. I said, cancer? I mean, in your head, you're just thinking about, I've got this life, I've got these dreams. But I'll just tell you that what I really remember about that time, the treatments and all of those things I won't tell you about, I just remember being in the hospital, having a major operation, having my spleen removed, piece of my liver biopsied, being in the hospital room, and having my family coming to visit me. My son, Rahman, my youngest son, my oldest son, Jamal, or Jamane, my mother, all of them in the hospital room. And my youngest son was walking around quietly as if he was walking on eggshells. And I knew people were upset because I was ill and I was recovering from this operation, and I would go on to do radiation and chemotherapy and all of that. My son knew that I had these staples in my body because I was recovering from this operation, but he just seemed to be so much in fear that it just made me struggle. I didn't know what to tell him, what to say to him. I was too weak. And he walked over to my father, and I could hear him whispering. My father had this deep, booming voice, so he couldn't hear him. He's, what you saying, boy? Speak up, speak up. And my son said, it's my daddy. Is my daddy going to be okay? And I was almost like I felt crushed because I couldn't just, I mean, I told him I was going to be fine, but he needed to hear something at that moment. I'm lying in the bed, and my mother, as if a hero who strapped on a cape, just suddenly flew out of her chair. This was my mother. And she came over and put her head against my head, and she said, I have prayed for this boy, and I'm going to pray for my baby again, and I'll tell you, Rahman, the cancer's going to jump right out of his body, and he's going to be fine. Now, I want to just tell you, I was fine eventually. There are people who have gone through a lot more than I ever have. Cancer is certainly something that may affect us, but I'm blessed and fortunate to have gotten through that period. And I want to say to you that we're going to experience life. So even though we have these big dreams, sometimes we have interruptions to those dreams. But we should never let our dreams become deflated. We should never push those dreams aside and believe that we can't make it, that we can't get there. And I remember just thinking that my mentors, my role models, my heroes, including my parents who are heroes, your parents and your family members are role models. They're heroes. They're people who will mentor you early on and throughout your life, even when they're no longer here physically or nearby. They can't be with you at every place you go, but I always knew that they were there. And I want to always live my life where I feel that I am going to be someone's role model, that I am going to mentor people, that I'm going to be there. So I knew, even during those difficult times, that I could trust in those people because my dreams were precious and important, but the people in my life were even more important. As Richard Wright wrote, the impulse to dream had been slowly beaten out of me by experience, but now it surged in me again as I hungered for books and new ways of looking and seeing. And I just kept going. I did. I knew sooner or later I'd get that book published. That was my dream. Yes, I wanted a job and a nice family and a car and all those other material things, but I wanted my big dream. And my big dream was to be this writer, and I knew at some point that book would be published. Well, it was. That's another story. I got that book published in 1993, my collection of stories, The African in Me. That was one of my proudest moments, but I've had many others because my other big dreams having those children, Rahman and Jamal, having that wife, having that family, all of those big dreams, even though we might face those interruptions from time to time, are so important that we must make sure we realize them. So hold on to your big dreams no matter what you do. Class of 2018, congratulations to you on this big dream. Hold on to your dreams. Thank you.
We are pleased and proud to come together as a community to celebrate all of our students' successes as they move to new stages of their lives. We pay special tribute now to those who have achieved high academic honors. Will the graduates of the College Honors Program and the Possibility Scholars please stand and face the audience to accept our congratulations. Please be seated. Will all students who are members of honorary societies in their department or college please stand and face the audience to accept our congratulations. Please be seated. Will the cum laude graduates, those students who have achieved a cumulative average of 3.30 to 3.59, please stand and face the audience to accept our congratulations. Please be seated. Will the magna cum laude graduates, those students who have achieved a cumulative average of 3.6 to 3.79, please stand and face the audience to accept our congratulations. Please be seated. Will the summa cum laude graduates, those students who have achieved a cumulative average of 3.8 or above, please stand and face the audience to accept our congratulations. Please be seated. And now will the parents, spouses, families, and friends of all of our graduates please rise and accept our grateful recognition. And finally, will the faculty, emeriti faculty, and professional staff with us today please rise and accept our expression of appreciation for all your work and all that you do. Please be seated. I now give you Kristen Eichhorn, Dean of Graduate Studies.
Good morning. Candidates for the master's degree and certificates of advanced study, please rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present these candidates for the master's degree and certificates of advanced study.
By the authority vested in me by the University of the State of New York, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty of the college, I confer on you the master's degree or the certificate of advanced study and invest you with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. To signify this honor, master's degree graduates will have the hood bestowed upon them. Congratulations.
Graduate degree recipients, please come forward to be hooded. Family and guests are requested to hold their applause until all the names are read. The hood is a special part of the academic regalia that denotes scholarly and professional achievements. These colorful hoods are reserved for those individuals who have attained academic degrees beyond the bachelor's degree. The hoods are lined with the official colors of the university conferring the degree, and the hoods are edged with velvet of the color appropriate for the field of study. Colors and corresponding fields of study are mentioned on page 22 in your commencement program. The hooding ceremony at SUNY Oswego signifies a scholarly and personal achievement. Our provost and vice president of academic affairs is joined by the academic dean and will place the hood on the graduate student as a symbol of passage from student to master.
Uhad Jaja Ala Tabadi, Master of Science, Chemistry.
Pooja Bandhan, Masters of Business Administration Management. Besa Njoku, Masters of Business Administration, Health Services Administration.
Catherine Blackman, Master of Business Administration, Management.
Elizabeth Rodi, Masters of Business Administration Management.
Vahe Balayan, Master of Business Administration, Health Services Administration.
Wanjan Mo, Masters of Business Administration Management.
Noel Leroy, Human-Computer Interaction.
Tara O'Grady, Masters of Arts, Graduate Certificate, Human-Computer Interaction, Integrated Health Systems.
Sylvia Pericles, Master of Arts, Human-Computer Interaction.
Brandon Galloway, Masters of Arts, Human-Computer Interaction.
Hanye Chiang, Master of Arts, Graphic Design and Digital Media.
Kathleen Percival, Master of Arts, Graphic Design and Digital Media.
Chi Yao Tsai, Master of Arts, Strategic Communication.
Lauren Sugger, Master of Arts, Strategic Communication.
Sevgi Evren Femelo, Master of Arts, Strategic Communication.
Tammy Searles, Master of Science in Education, Literacy Education.
Kayla McDaniels, Master of Science in Education, Literacy Education.
Kristen Conklin, Master of Science in Education, Literacy Education.
Mercedes Levesque, Master of Science in Education, Literacy Education.
Chelsea Monahan, Master of Science in Education, Business and Marketing Education.
Cassandra Beaver, Master of Science in Education, Agricultural Education.
Carolyn Sauser, Master of Science in Education, Family and Consumer Sciences Education.
Andrea Macy, Master of Science in Education, Business and Marketing Education.
Aaron Dennis, Master of Science in Education, Agricultural Education.
Scott Oldenburg, Master of Science in Education, Agricultural Education.
Nancy Ann Smith, Master of Science, Graduate Certificate, Mental Health Counseling, Behavioral Forensics.
Spencer Hill, Master of Science in Education, Childhood Education.
Kelly Grantede, Master of Science in Education, Special Education.
Kelsey Wilson, Master of Science in Education, Special Education.
Kelly Calkins, Master of Science in Education, Special Education.
Jacqueline Bourgeois, Master of Science in Education, Childhood Special Education.
Joanna Damiano, Master of Science in Education, Childhood Special Education.
Courtney Stelmack, Master of Science in Education, Childhood Special Education.
Marisa Marie Conslado, Master of Science in Education, Childhood Special Education.
Megan Russell, Master of Science in Education, Childhood Special Education.
Jennifer Varvaro, Master of Arts in Teaching, Art Education.
Caitlin Foley, Master of Arts in Teaching, Art Education.
Susan Marcus, Master of Arts in Teaching, Art Education.
Jennifer Cesano, Master of Science in Education, Adolescence Education, Social Studies.
Christopher Bartlett, Master of Science, Graduate Certificate, Biomedical and Health Informatics, Health Information Technology.
Sydney Rajab, Master of Science in Education, Career and Technical Education.
Devin Cohen, Master of Science in Education, Literacy Education.
Tila Neopani, Master of Science in Education, Adolescence Education, Math.
Please join me in offering congratulations to the graduates. I now give you Patricia Clark, Interim Dean of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences.
Good morning. Candidates for the baccalaureate degree in the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, please rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present these candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the State of New York, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty of this college, I confer on you the baccalaureate degree and invest you with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. To signify this honor, move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations.
Baccalaureate degree candidates, please come forward to receive congratulations from your dean and the president. Families and guests are requested to hold their applause until all names are read.
Kimberly Long, summa cum laude.
Christopher King, summa cum laude.
Christopher Wells, summa cum laude, College Honors Program.
Marina Donahoe, summa cum laude.
Catherine Austin, summa cum laude.
John Thompson, summa cum laude, College Honors Program.
Ryan McHale, summa cum laude.
Jack Marcucci, summa cum laude.
Robert Taglia, summa cum laude.
Michael Kolaki, summa cum laude.
Kyle Zeller.
Brandon Goldberg.
Xavier Morton.
Vaughn Coleman.
Leah DiMatteo, cum laude.
Wamugunga Faustin.
Tyler Burns. Justin Ross, magna cum laude.
Kara Fortunato.
Dambar Kafli.
Yadiv Katiwada, cum laude.
Dedrali Murali.
David Yaboa. Jabari Daniel.
Luke Kavanaugh, cum laude.
Abel Gorje.
Nathan Burkhart.
Edgar Solis.
Ross Lauber.
David Rivera Munoz.
Austin Ryan.
Alexis Feldman, cum laude.
Alexander Aman Atidis.
Joanna Follett.
Daniel Hatch, cum laude.
Alinda Digert.
Amaris Barker.
Chanel Shaw.
Zachary Calaprico.
Courtney Baxter, cum laude.
Brandon Twiss.
Michael Claudio.
Alan Castillo.
Catherine Caletta.
Eric Byerwalters.
Kirsten Spooner, cum laude.
Sarah Pittman, cum laude.
Caitlin O'Donnell, cum laude.
Michaela Hale.
Nicole Spangenberg, cum laude.
Matthew Clemens. Nicholas Canauer.
Christian Van Cleef, cum laude.
Jonathan Ashline, magna cum laude.
Alexander DeSegja, magna cum laude.
Cicely Across, magna cum laude.
Patrick Walsh.
Samantha Wheeler, magna cum laude. Christy Rea.
Reina Damareke, cum laude.
Samantha Simonetti.
Cheyenne Teeter.
Margarita Katsitsis, cum laude.
Tracy Murphy.
Jennifer Marino.
Morgan Pickering.
Jonathan Velasco.
Mariah Santana.
Lindsay Ramsey.
Cheyenne Bailey.
Stephanie Rodriguez.
Sherry Shee.
Scott Kessel.
Henry Grayman.
Nathan Boughton.
Wes Randall.
Sabayish Gamarge. Magna cum laude.
Swin Rathnayakar. Mutlaj.
Nikki Brown. Magna cum laude.
Hai Zhang, magna cum laude.
Maro Kim.
Jawuk Herb.
Randy Lau.
Laura Dumpson.
Selena Miller.
Sarah Gamara. Shamala Nelson.
Michelle McAuliffe.
Emily Goleski, cum laude.
Gwendolyn Healy, magna cum laude, college honors program.
Austin Armbruster.
Stephanie Burgos.
Versace Hardy.
Marissa Ellison.
Gabrielle Bennett, cum laude.
Cody Corso, cum laude. Billy Adams.
Emily DiFilippo, cum laude.
Carrie Kosher, cum laude.
Allison Shank, magna cum laude.
Marcello Chiero, cum laude.
Anthony Dishotel.
Alexander Vojtovich, cum laude.
Jonathan Agolia.
Isabella Najmogo.
Ariane Kurtzner. Adela Combe.
Gregory Bachagao.
Cody Pitcher, cum laude.
Megan Donovan. Vadim Levkov, magna cum laude.
Bodan Yevdokimov, cum laude.
Alex Franceschi.
William Orego.
Natalie Castellano.
Dawa Doma.
Emily Barbe.
Jessica Rice.
Alexander Olson, cum laude.
Erica Sutherland.
Caitlin Talmadge, cum laude.
Casey Barber, cum laude.
Gabrielle Solomon, magna cum laude.
Bianca Fernandez, magna cum laude.
Nicholas Lasitra.
Joseph McCarthy, cum laude.
Tiffany Bez, college honors program.
Kayla Miller.
Brick Kosis, cum laude. Anilcia Rodriguez, cum laude.
Chimunka Sajini Gondadaga. Shana Prasad.
Sierra Edwards.
Heather Rohr.
William Alonzo.
Rebecca Ortlieb, College Honors Program.
Victoria Marks. Kevin Coleman.
David Malia.
Alexander Webb.
Michael Havrikoff.
Samara Renner, cum laude.
Caitlin Burns, cum laude.
Courtney Sipes, cum laude.
Michael Corzelius, cum laude.
Kelsey Sercu.
Sarah Capaci,
Tatiana Riviera,
Justin Harrison Phillips,
Colton Charles,
Jaden Harris, cum laude,
Rebecca Keeler, Christina Prunesti,
Nathan McKean,
Nicholas Carbone,
Mackenzie Lynch, cum laude,
Catherine Short, magna cum laude,
Timilen Ogunjana, cum laude,
Vicky Beato,
Please join me in offering congratulations to the graduates. I now give you Richard Skolnick, Dean of the School of Business.
Good morning. Candidates for the baccalaureate degree in the School of Business, please rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present these candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the University of the State of New York, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty of the college, I confer on you the bachelor's degree and invest you with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. To signify this honor, move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations.
Baccalaureate degree graduates, please come forward to receive congratulations from your dean and the president. Families and guests are requested to hold their applause until all names have been read.
Selena Malarnus,
Kevin Mercado,
Megan Dennison,
Rebecca Wolford,
Megan Murphy,
Rachel Marcus, cum laude,
John Casey,
Michael Pistone,
Thomas Bashan,
Louis DeMarco, College Honors Program,
Carlton Merritt Jr., Chanel Trombley,
Mateo Castillo,
Brittany Morrill,
Lindsay Becker,
Eric Victor,
Nicholas Toutant,
Kyle Alexanian,
Nicholas Merlusi,
Dylan Goldstein, Antonio Rodriguez,
Roman Rodriguez,
Mary Windheim, magna cum laude,
Elizabeth Westcott.
Caleb Gold.
Destiny Day.
Emily Gunn, cum laude.
Drake Arnold, magna cum laude.
Madison Dent, cum laude.
Jeffrey Steinhoff, magna cum laude.
Matthew Fermano.
Daniel Soto.
Nicholas Colon.
David Minot.
Zachariah Shuck.
Kevin Vella. Joel Tomasella, cum laude.
Deandra Smith.
Courtney Ainley.
Nicholas Zingaro. Matthew Cummings.
Brittany Schultz, cum laude.
Colin Wyant.
George Cassis.
Andrew Jetter, cum laude.
Kaylee Calvarese.
Kenyon Hicks.
Cooper Lee.
James Collar.
Clea Savandini Pereira.
Eri Kano.
Ashley Trevor, cum laude.
Jiao So.
Roshan Pradhan.
Gun Ho Kang.
Amanda Bogan.
Liliana Coleman, cum laude.
Courtney Dubin.
Alexander Masterson, cum laude.
Julisse Alliance.
Marina Hurlbert.
Joshua Saby, cum laude.
Carmen Guglielmo.
Thomas Makutik.
Robert Javanovsky.
Jacob Handel. Devlin Murphy.
Keanu Ole. Julian Cleveland.
Please join me in congratulating the graduates. I now give you Julie Pretzett, Dean of the School of Communication, Media, and the Arts.
Candidates for the baccalaureate degree in the School of Communication, Media, and the Arts, please rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present these candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the University of the State of New York, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty of the college, I confer on you the baccalaureate degree and invest you with all the rights and privileges thereunto. To signify this honor, move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations.
Baccalaureate degree graduates, please come forward to receive congratulations from your dean and the president. Although you will ignore me apparently, family and guests are requested to hold their applause until all these names are read.
Jessica Outerkirk, summa cum laude.
Veronica DeVries, summa cum laude.
Rachel Harden, summa cum laude. Justin Kraus, summa cum laude.
Kristen Byer, summa cum laude.
Cody Young.
Paul Barney.
Joshua Mendez.
Mackenzie Carhart, cum laude.
Mackenzie Hungerford. Kiara Thompson.
Danielle Benincasa, cum laude.
Brendel Keynes.
Lawrence Chapone.
Sarah Monroe.
Rebecca North.
Stephen Snyder.
Tyler Reinhardt, cum laude.
Jacob Vanderbrook.
Samantha Hallenbeck.
Emily Apicello.
Tyler Stelmeck.
Brianna O'Neill.
Celine Lee, cum laude.
Nicole Lightfoot.
Hannah Francisco.
Alicia Hull.
Danielle Mosca.
Mick Anthony Hay.
Stephanie.
Emily Hall.
Chris Bergmeyer.
Alexander Subert, magna cum laude.
Kiara Smith.
Kevin Burke.
Gianna Fanti.
Amanda Zampano, cum laude, college honors program.
Stephanie Ramdowski, cum laude.
Sammy Sandler, cum laude.
Julianne Loney, cum laude.
Juhi Kang, cum laude.
Destiny Lopez.
Elena Swartz, magna cum laude.
Mackenzie Fox.
Tatiana Hisiano, magna cum laude.
Sarah Pellegrino, cum laude.
Riley Kenny.
Elizabeth Stanistreet.
Ezekiel Saluka.
Lamont Sadler.
Kevin Hylas.
Valerie Blaha, cum laude.
Trey Thomas. Maria Osino.
Alexander Fox.
Nathaniel Bates, cum laude.
Aiden McCallum.
Emily Carrill, cum laude.
Ryan Rodriguez.
William Mason.
Please join me in offering congratulations to the graduates. I now give you Pamela Michael, Dean of the School of Education.
Candidates for the baccalaureate degree in the School of Education, please rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present these candidates for the baccalaureate degree.
By the authority vested in me by the University of the State of New York, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty of this college, I confer on you the baccalaureate degree and invest you with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereunto. To signify this honor, move your tassel from right to left. Congratulations.
Baccalaureate degree graduates, please come forward to receive congratulations from your dean and the president. Families and guests are requested to hold their applause until all names are read.
Abby West, summa cum laude.
Justina Utikankan.
Oni Echefu.
Isaac Aduje.
Olivia Hollowell.
Ashley Claris, cum laude.
Shanique Bailey, cum laude.
Sarah Watley, magna cum laude.
Maria Tesorio.
Bruce Intelensano.
Madison Burdick.
Griffin Randazzo.
Jacob Cowles.
Catherine Knott, magna cum laude.
Jessica Norris.
Joseph Bertineau.
Kaylee Follett.
Abigail Jackson, cum laude.
Martin Jarowski.
Elizabeth DeSantis.
Wilmer Jimenez, cum laude.
Mabel Munoz, cum laude.
Alyssa Quigley, cum laude.
Jeffrey Safelli.
Lindsay Kregel, cum laude.
Emol Erlandson, cum laude.
Matthew Quinville, cum laude.
Gerald Lasponara.
Michael Gambro.
Jinjin Sim.
Colleen Elizabeth Waters.
Melanie Uloa.
Patrick Ma.
Peter Peckney.
Jill Burns, cum laude.
Lisa Icarino, cum laude.
Lauren Gargano, cum laude.
Jennifer Moore, cum laude.
Vanessa Rojas.
Please join me in offering congratulations to the graduates. I now give you Mary Canale, Vice President for Development and Alumni Relations.
In 1886, the Oswego Normal School Alumni Association was formally established at the 25th anniversary of the college. For more than 131 years, the Alumni Association has connected more than 85,000 alumni and their alma mater through student programs, career networking, alumni events, philanthropic support, and reunions. On this special occasion that launches our newest graduates into the world to carry on the work of our college's founder, Edward Austin Sheldon, please join me in welcoming Catherine Knott, who will present the alumni banner on behalf of the class of 2018.
I am proud and honored today to welcome the December class of 2018 as the newest members of the Oswego Alumni Association. It gives me great pleasure to present to you President Stanley on behalf of the class of 2018, a symbol of our growth, our accomplishment, our futures, and most importantly, our promise to maintain the rich heritage of Oswego and our unique network of more than 85,000 proud alumni who have graduated from this college before us. The class of 2018 banner.
Thank you, Catherine. Well, I couldn't let this go without one more opportunity to speak to you today. But you've heard some wonderful speakers. You've heard Omar tell you about his ideas about going into the world and making a difference, being true to yourself, but also take away what you've learned here. You heard Howard Gordon say, have that big dream. Well, let me be the first, maybe the second now, to call you graduates of SUNY Oswego and to offer my sincere congratulations on this momentous occasion. This day is a day to square your shoulders and fully face the future, confident and eager. Of course, moving over this threshold to pass through this door to the greater world means things in your lives will change. New places, new colleagues, new responsibilities. Some change will mean saying goodbye to day-to-day contacts with loving friends here at SUNY Oswego. Yet we know in today's day and age you will stay connected and that many wonderful possibilities lie ahead. Personal decisions involve challenges big and small. Take a breath. You are beginning a new journey, and you heard that also from our speakers. This is by no means an end game. Where you will live, work, find friends is part of starting that new road ahead, and there will be many, many paths you will take along the way. Of course, the world that awaits you has much larger challenges. You can choose to be a part of the solutions to community and even global problems. My message to you today is that you have the power of influence if you choose to use it. You have the power to contribute to that better world for all of us. What does that mean? It means you choose to see the future with hope because you are prepared to work and make things better, because you see and believe in a common humanity that is worth fostering and protecting. An unknown author shared, if there was ever a time to dare, to make a difference, to embark on something worth doing, it is now, and I think we all feel that. So, go out there, be involved, and have influence on the change or solutions that will address the issues most dear to you, because if you don't, the solutions will be formulated without your ideas, without your voice, and we need you to speak up. Many, if not most of you, have already experimented with this kind of influence here, as you heard from Mr. Gordon. You traveled to Puerto Rico to help rebuild. You frequently offered a hand, a voice to those who could not or were unable to speak. You gathered in support of innocent lost lives and reminded our campus and the world that together we are stronger than hate. You marched on campus and beyond and produced documentaries in support of diversity, civil and human rights, and peace. You influenced the sustainability efforts of your college. This college, you walked miles and miles of Yards for Yardley. You took back the night, dedicated your time to get out the vote, very important, and clean up the lakefront, build shelters, and spend precious time with both our school children and our senior populations. So I'm proud of all of you for your commitment and your use of your personal power. You have truly lifted people up the Oswego way. I am confident that each and every one of you can influence and advance the world in everything you do every day. Just be alert to it. This is your world. You can innovate around grand challenges and forge solutions never imagined possible. So I ask you to consider what Mahatma Gandhi said, a small body of determined spirits fired by unquenchable faith in their mission can alter the course of history. How will you influence history? SUNY Oswego has prepared you well, equipped you to learning, think critically, and become your best possible self. You're prepared to reach out, to engage people from other cultures and backgrounds, to tackle and endeavor to solve problems, technical problems, logistical problems, social problems. Take a chance if the goal is a worthy one. Know that failure is only temporary and that every day dawns with new possibilities. But today and every day, your family and friends, your mentors, all of us, wish you the good things in life. That great job, a wonderful relationship, vigor, health, prosperity. We see your success from the outside, but I encourage you to define your success the way you want to see it. Work for it. Dedicate yourself to it. Have those big dreams. And I might add, let your influence manifest in inspiration to make the world a better, kinder, more just place. Godspeed, graduates.
Please stand while Juliana Mitchell leads us in the singing of the Alma Mater. The words are printed on the back of the program and on the screens above. Immediately following the ceremony, you are invited to a reception being held in the activity court. Families and guests are requested to remain in their seats until all graduates have left. Madam President, I declare the December commencement to be adjourned.